Hey y'all, Lugo here, bringing you a Borderlands 4 leveling guide for Amon. This is up to level 25 to help anyone who wants to kickstart their journey with this Vault Hunter. I will be going over the gear, the skill tree, and a leveling path for the skill tree to help out anyone with their skill points allocations. Also, I will recommend some legendaries that you can get really early on in the game. One in particular is a shield to help out with a lot of ad clearing. um, I will show you some gameplay at the end so you can stick around and see how the build works. Very fun. I am playing on hard mode, which kind of seems like it's easy for this build. If you're new here, please subscribe, like the video. Appreciate you guys, and hopefully this build helps you have fun as much as I did. Let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna go over the skill tree first. We are going with the blue side to get the Forged Shield and the Forged Wave. The Forged Shield comes up, it blocks all damage incoming from the front. And then the Forged Wave is our Frost Whip. If you hear me say Frost Whip, I am talking about the Forged Wave. That is your damage dealer. That's what we're going to be spamming throughout this gameplay. And then the first point, your first level that you'll get, put it in the Thrill. This is going to help a ton in the beginning with health regeneration and survivability. Anytime you get hit, part of that damage will refund your health back. That way you don't have to spam repair kits, especially if they're on cooldown. This is an easy way to heal without having to use your med kits. Then the next 5 points we are spending is all in this one, where Amon gains increased ordnance damage and magazine size. Ordnance damage is our Frost Whip, our Forge Wave. So the more ordnance damage we have, the stronger our action skill is. So we're going to use all of our points in here. The next 5 levels go in here. We're going to unlock this second bar of skills here. Our first augment that we are getting is Blast Chill. What this does is your Forge Waves are Frost Whips. Now consume more Vengeance. Vengeance is a little bar that you get from absorbing damage. And once you cast your Frost Whip, it now explodes when it hits an enemy, dealing damage to the surrounding enemies. Very strong and increases the damage overall of it. Then our next 5 points we're going to spend is in Eternal. Let me actually move my camera. So Amon gains increased action skill duration and gun swap speed. So the gun swap speed is nice, but we're actually looking for the action skill duration. So we are staying in our Frost Shield mode for longer so we can cast more of our Frost Whips. So we're going to get all 5 points into there. So that way we get a plus 20%. Now, next, we're going to be getting Amon deals increased cryo damage. We are all about cryo damage. Everything we do is cryo, so the more cryo damage we have, the better it is overall. So we're going to spend all 5 of our points here. And then once you unlock this bottom bar here, move myself again. We're going to be equipping Eternal Winter. Now, the build goes online once we get this augment here. What this does now is our Frost Waves, our not Frost Waves, our Forge Waves, which is our Frost Whip, now partially restores our action skill duration. So every time you hit an enemy, you are restoring your duration of your action skill, enabling you to stay in that form for longer. Now, if there is a group of enemies and you can line yourself up to hit all, let's say all 3 or 4 enemies at the same time, you would get even more duration with that one Frost Whip wave, enabling you to sometimes even fill up the duration to max again and to use it more often and longer. That's what we're going to be equipping. So we're taking off Blast Chill and equipping Eternal Warrior. Now, this tree for now is finished. We are going to the red tree. And we are going to be getting 3 points into here. It's a kill skill, meaning anytime we kill an enemy, this is activated. Amon gains increased shield regeneration rate and movement speed for duration. The shield regeneration rate is nice, but we are mostly looking for the movement speed duration. What this does is now anytime you kill an enemy, even with your forge waves, you gain some speed, so that way you can run to enemies or just run around the map faster, so you can hit your forge wave action skill, so that way you keep your duration up with the last skill, Eternal Winter. Now, we need 2 more points into this little bar to unlock the next, so we're going to use Heavy Plate. 1, 2, into there. We can't use these augments because we are using the Forge Shield action skill, but what we really want in the red tree is Gut Punch. What this does is melee damage and ordnance damage. Ordnance damage is our bread and butter. Our Forge Waves have a chance to apply weakness to enemies for a duration. Weaken enemies deal reduced damage, so it makes us tankier, and take increased damage, so it makes us stronger. So our ordnance damage, once you fill this up with the last 3 points up to level 25, our ordnance damage would deal 30%. Actually, ordnance chance to weaken enemies will be 30%, but the enemy damage take will be 20%. So we would do a much more damage overall with weakened enemies there. Now, this is your skill tree for up to level 25. You have 16 points into the blue tree. The main bread and butter to focus on getting is Eternal Winter. Once you get Eternal Winter, that's when you can go to the red tree, get your 3 points into here for more movement speed. You can get some points into Heavy Plate to be able to unlock Gut Punch. Once you get 3 out of 3 Gut Punch, you are level 25, and then we can move on to the rest of the leveling. Now, with the skill tree finished, let's move on to the gear. When it comes to gear, I prefer using high fire rate SMGs for some close-up gameplay. Sometimes you will get a legendary, like for example, I have this one, the sniper rifle that's still level 14, even though I'm level 25. Some legendaries are really busted in this game, and hopefully you get some soon. This is what I got in a quest chest, where whenever you complete a certain mission or whatever, you get a chest or rewards, and you can sometimes get a legendary. As well as this grenade here I got from a boss in the beginning of the game. I was lucky enough to get this. Kind of carried me through a lot of situations. Just chuck it out, it homes in on enemies. I'm not telling you to get the exact same grenades or sniper rifle. I'm just letting you know my gear choices is mostly SMGs. This is what I use most of the time if I'm not in my action skill. But this is one item I do highly recommend everyone to get. Find yourself a repair kit with the accelerator mod on it. On use, grants increased action skill cooldown rate by 100% for 8 seconds. So when you used your frost shield and the action skill ended, you're going into another room, or like you're using an elevator or something, just use this repair kit, increases the action skill cooldown, so you're ready for the next fight as soon as possible. This one comes with 2 charges, so instead of having our action skill cooldown to be 60 seconds after 2 charges, it is about, I believe, 25 seconds before you can use your action skill again, which is very nice for this build. Now, the enchantment that we have here, I have a Ripper one. Get whichever one you want for a particular gun brand. It says Ripper here. I use it mostly for my sniper rifle because it's Ripper as well. So the gun enhancements helps it with some fire rate, splash damage, status effect. Just get whichever one you want for your gun brand that you're using. And make sure it actually, is good for it. Sometimes it would give you like splash damage, but your gun doesn't do any splash damage. So just be careful on that. And then one legendary that I do love so far, it is this shield here. All those rockets, those are the legendary shield rockets. Anytime you kill an enemy, rockets pop out, home in on different enemies. If they kill those enemies, more rockets spawn, and it just creates a chain effect. It's really nice, very useful. I highly recommend everyone to get the shield if you want to farm for a little bit. It takes about 5 minutes, but it's so fun to use and it's so fun to see everyone on your little radar at the top right. All the little red dots just keep on disappearing after you just kill one enemy. It's very fun. This is really handy when it comes to clearing out big packs of rooms of enemies, bunch of enemies all around, or if you're fighting a harder elite enemy or even a boss, you can kill the smaller enemies around it to spawn the missiles to do a ton more damage to the boss. This also gives you more missiles whenever one of your armor plates breaks as well. So you are dealing a bunch of frost damage as well as causing missiles to explode all around you. Very nice. This legendary you can actually farm in the beginning of the game. I will not show you what the boss is, but I will show you where you can find him. It's right in the beginning of the game. Splash Zone is the boss. I will not show you what the boss looks like just in case you haven't played it yet, so spoiler free. You can, as soon as you beat the boss here, you can pay your way to keep fighting the boss. It's about 10,000 cash. It's really cheap, but you can keep spending your cash there and set it on hard mode so you can have a better chance of getting the legendary drop. It took me about, I believe, maybe 6 tries, and the boss is very easy, so you can just keep redoing it. It takes about 30 seconds, max maybe like a minute to kill the boss. Do that until you get the shield. I would highly recommend you guys to do it at level 10. That way you get a level 10 shield. Maybe do it again at level, 15 or even 20 to get an upgraded shield, but it's the same, type of shield, but it just does more damage when the missiles come out. Now, there is a slot here that I don't have anything equipped. This is our class mod. We unlock this at level 20. I don't have anything equipped here because I don't have a good one just yet. What this does is when you find a class mod, you can equip one to give you extra skills that are not unlocked yet. For example, you could probably equip a class mod that gives you something from the green tree or the red tree, or even enhances some skills in the blue tree. Let's say, for example, your class mod gives you this perk here, Tactician. Even though I don't have any points in Tactician, if the class mod gives you, let's say, 2 points here, it will count as 2 points being in Tactician. So it's a nice way to get extra points somewhere where you cannot reach, or enhance the skill points that you already have in certain nodes. For example, if you get something that gives you Ancient Ways, like let's say 2 points, and it's 7 out of 5, it will give you even more cryo damage. So with that being said, find yourself a nice class mod that fits whatever you wish to go for. I will probably, hopefully, try to look for one that enhances some of these skills. Maybe action skill duration is something I will look for, or maybe even more cryo damage, or maybe even have a class mod with Warrior's Cup. Whenever Amon uses a repair kit while action skill is active, it partially restores action skill cooldown. So maybe we can use a repair kit if there's no enemies around to keep the duration going up. I will probably work with whatever I got at the moment whenever I do find a class mod, but those are some recommendations I will give for you. But that's really it. If you don't want the shield, the build works fine without it. You don't really need any legendaries for this build at all. The repair kit is very nice to have, so you don't have to wait 60 seconds for your action skill to come back. But yeah, that is the gear, the skill tree, and pretty much what I've done up to level 25. I will insert some clips here for you guys to watch how the build works. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, help a small channel out, like the video. And yeah, hopefully you guys have fun with Borderlands 4. It's a blast so far for me, and hopefully the end game will be fun as well. See you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Are you present? A ripper.
Uh-oh. So pretty much what you do, a bunch of enemies spawn, you just activate your ability, and you go to town. You're freezing everything around you. Every time you hit an enemy, your action skill duration is increased, the little bar in the middle. And that's pretty much the gist of the gameplay. I mean, whenever you see a tougher enemy like an elite or maybe even a boss, you can drop your flame shield, your firewall, and then that way when you shoot your whips, they do even more damage. Is this the crash site? Is this the...
Can you surprise me, Ripper?
We said just leave the food at the door. I don't want to see your face.
What'd you order?
Hour, and you
Wonder what he ordered.
in 20 to 30
What
minutes.
can you order in this type of
I'm
land?
not familiar with this problem. Cooking your own meals makes it far easier to track your macros.
Boo! Don't hurt yourself.
We got a little gym head right here.
Horse, Mr. Chef. Cooking sucks. Enough chatter. Are you the delivery guy or what? We can't sacrifice this little sneak.
Yo, just open the door, bruh. Just open the door.
Curses, that could be Conway. Perhaps I can gain entry if I find their food.
Food? We gotta find their McDonald's or something,
I'm
man.
not entirely sure yet. It appears Kairos is not an ideal place to work in food delivery.
And what happened to the delivery guy? Bro was probably blasting some crazy music. Flip this whole ride down. Oh, there he is. Yo, buddy. Dang, he has his eyes open still, bro. It's crazy. I'll just take the food and deliver it, y'all. That way he doesn't get a bad review, you know. Speaking of reviews, thumbs up, like the video, yeah, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, man. Yo, what up, guys? We got some food. Oh, these guys are angry. This guy's resistant to cold, but put our flame wall down. There we go. All those missiles are shooting out from our shield. Badass Psycho. He's gone. There we go. And then since our ability, our action skill just ended, we can hit a med kit and it went from 60 seconds cooldown to about 25 seconds. And then once your repair kit's over, you can hit it again and then it will cut it in half again. It refreshed to about 35 seconds because of the repair kit ending. So now you can hit it again from 25 seconds to 13 seconds. It's kind of weird how that works, but as long as you have the repair kits and the little mod on the repair kit, which increases your cooldown recovery by 100%, you'll have your action skill in no less than about 25 seconds in total instead of 60 seconds, which is very, very nice. Uh-oh, we got some more enemies? What's going on here?
It's as if they are worshipping it.
Hey, buddy. Oh my god. I was trying to worship it too. I'm gonna keep it to full auto instead of double barrel. But our action skill is ready to use, so this guy is shielded. Stun. Nice. Sometimes I don't even get to hit the enemies because of our legendary shield and the missiles it shoots out. Which is fine, that's part of the build, it's really fun to use. Oh, I think that's the end of
Serviceman.
the side quest.
Maybe you're
Thanks again for
Herbert
watching, y'all.
Slenderman
Please
from
subscribe,
Chicago.
like the video. Hopefully you guys
Absolutely
enjoyed the video
not.
and have fun with the
All right, I
build
think I'm okay
if you
now.
do decide to go for it. Take care and bye bye.